Africa, a continent still dealing with effects of colonialism and apartheid, most victims being women and children. In South Sudan, thousands have been displaced while many others have been killed due to internal conflict. On Saturday, the announcement of a new government brought renewed hope to millions of South Sudanese, but the scars of war remain.
It's important really for the leadership of the African continent to begin to think about accountability. Many of them argue that peace should come first and justice afterwards. And what we have said constantly in, our reports and our statements is that peace and justice are the opposite sides of the same coin.
At the same time, there is a call for perpetrators of apartheid to be held accountable for the atrocities committed against the black majority during the oppressive regime. She also had strong words for apartheid President F.W. de Klerk.
When you have someone like Mr. de Klerk begin with his denial, I am not surprised, of course, because when I look at his engagement with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, in his first submission, he talked about apartheid being wrong, but his apology was qualified to what he called those who bona fide believed that the state was giving these orders. And he also said that my state has never been responsible for extrajudicial killings, for torture, abductions, etc. In his second submission, he makes exactly the same point that he made in his first statement, where he said that apartheid was not a crime against humanity, and in fact, this was the mobilization of the ANC with its communist partners that gave rise to the resolution in the General Assembly. This is absolutely a denial of what happened in South Africa. The fact that his state became, after 1980, a criminal state in which they set up death squads to take out anybody who they considered to be an opponent of the apartheid state. So teachers, for instance, when you look at Matthew Ganiwe and Fort Kolata, what reason can you have for eliminating them? And that is why it's critical that the NPA does its job, begins to indict these people who are still alive, so we can look at Mr. de Klerk and his colleagues' command responsibility for these crimes.
De Klerk has since retracted his statement, sending an apology through his foundation. Sophie Mkwena, SABC News, Johannesburg.